are back on the Morning Brew with Larry Aarons and me, Erin Moffiletto. Larry is off to Florida, so I'm not jealous at all.
Very nice.
But here we are. We're going to have a show, and it's a beautiful Friday. So let me introduce you to Gretchen Williams. She is the teacher over at I'm gonna butcher this. Tierra, Adentro of New Mexico.
Yes, ma'am.
And we also have Khalil, who is our savvy sports guy. And we're going to be talking some sports in a little bit too. But we said, hey, come on, join us. We have some flamenco. So flamenco is big here in New Mexico.
Yes, it is.
And you have a charter school. This is a charter school, actually.
It is a charter school. We're here representing the charter school called Tierra, Adentro of New Mexico. Mm-hmm. And we are a public school, but we are also partnered with the National Institute of Flamenco, which makes us very special for a lot of reasons. One of them being we have this fabulous curriculum of which you'll see a product of shortly. We teach the same curriculum that is taught at the only flamenco institute in this country, certainly, as well as similar curriculum that's taught at UNM. And so we have a lot of connection between those schools and provides our students with a lot of opportunities. And
sounds fantastic.
It is. It is fantastic.
What's the history of the charter school? Have you all been around for a while?
We are, I think, in our fourth year. I was actually part of the team that got to write the charter, and it was the idea of the current principal and the director of Hijastros. His belief was that all of his dancers were teachers anyway, and he wanted to have us teaching in schools both the arts and academics, and so that's what we're all currently doing and really loving it.
Well, that's great to see, especially when arts is something that it seems like we're losing in our country. So, great idea. And we have a great group of people here with us today that are going to perform for us and dance for us.
They are.
And I was just noticing, they all look like very kind of young individuals. What age groups do we have here?
So I think we have as young as 7th grade, and we have 8th grade represented, 9th, and then all the way up through 11th.
Oh, wow.
So
see, I guess when you get older, you start to think everybody looks really young.
Well, they are young. They are young, and then, but they're just a small representation of the 200 dedicated students that we have that all are very much involved in flamenco through the school and then through other opportunities as well.
What grade level does the school work with?
All the way from 6 up until 12.
6 to 12.
Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, are there any prerequisites that the kids must have? Do they learn how to play guitar? Do
they learn how to
dance?
play. Some of these kids absolutely started 3-4 years ago with us, not having any flamenco experience. Some of them are also students of the conservatory, and so they have, a longer history in terms of studying the dance. But some of these guys are brand new. And so, it's just free. It's a lottery process in terms of getting into the school, and
so it's kind of competitive then.
It is. We usually have waiting lists for certain grades. High school is generally more open, but.
And I noticed y'all are doing a performance at the state legislature.
We are.
This month.
We will be at the state legislature on the 31st, I think. Is that what I said? On the 31st, it's a Friday. We'll be there at noon, and we'll be showcasing our students again. We often have opportunities to perform around the city, and that's just one of them. Yeah. I think it's Diversity Day at the legislature.
Oh.
Something like that. So.
Yeah, that's great. So we have some of the performers here for us today.
Yes.
If we can see a little sample, if we're not able to make it to the state legislature to visit.
Yes, we would love to.
So if you just want to introduce maybe, so this is the group, and this is this is a good group from the school.
Here we go. So we have Jeremiah, we have Marisol, we have Maddie, Willie, Jose, who happens to be the director of Hijastros, his son.
Oh, wow.
And Liz and Eloy and myself, Gretchen.
All right, well, take it away.
Okay. ¿Listos? Vamos. Vamos, Eloy. Ya no me conoce ya, que de toda la vida, noche que me enamoré de la luna y es amiga mía. De su ventolera, rota mi fantasía, mata su prisionera, quitándome la alegría. Ale. ¡Mátalo! ¡Sí! Cuerpo como el timbre que cae el río, pero son las olas del mar bravío, son las estrellas de mi camino. ¡Vamos ya! ¿Quién se casará con mi primo Antonio? 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 ¡Mira!
Wow, I am amazed. Now, can you
That was
believe
awesome.
this?
That was pretty awesome.
Oh, at such a young age, y'all are so talented, I must say. So, that was amazing.
Very talented.
That was pretty awesome.
Now, I wanted to ask, what is the connection with the National Institute of Flamenco? Because that's huge.
It is huge. So the National Institute of Flamenco has various programs, one of them being the Conservatory of Flamenco, which one of them, others being performing groups, Niños Flamencos, which Jeremiah, I believe you perform with Niños. Jose over here performs with the professional company Hijastros. And then along with all of those programs exists our charter school partnered with them. And as I said, that allows us to teach this amazing curriculum that, as you can see, trains our students so well for so many different things.
Yeah, and they have a lot of opportunities to actually be out in the community
Yes.
performing as well.
Yes, there's, I don't know if people are aware of how many international days and,
Yeah.
and celebrations that go on all the time, but we get to perform at those, and I think these guys enjoy that. Any field trip for a kid, right?
Yeah.
I have a question for the kids. Obviously, you guys are having a lot of joy doing this. What does it bring to you? How do you feel to be able to perform this so masterfully?
I don't know. I think it's just expressing our feelings and just doing what we feel. I do Flamenco. It's just like something that comes from my family, and I don't know. It's just something that just.
So, sorry, we don't have them mic'd, but they're just saying that they love it and it's a great outlet for them. So, if maybe we can just kind of get a little bit more sample. I was going to ask one more question. Is there any events coming up that we may want to know about that we can see or
So in
perform?
addition to the 31st, if people are interested, we have our end of year celebration, May 9th and 10th, and it's at Rhodey Theater. And it's basically the school presenting what we've been working on, all the way from level 1 up into our level 4 dancers, musicians, some singing. We'll have some guest artists there. Last year we had some salsa groups perform with us, and Camilo was there, and some artists from around town. It was a lot of fun. So that's May 9th and 10th, I believe, at 7:30.
Well, we will look out for that,
Okay.
and maybe you guys can join us again at that time.
love
If
to.
y'all can take us out to the break,
Sevillana?
that would be great. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here.
Thank you for having us here.
Awesome.